Doc Bell here, did my first real review. Now, this game's only been out for a little while, and I've managed to play quite a few hours of it though. Best way to describe this game is a mix between Armored Core and Brink, as it has the same online multiplayer campaign as Brink, and mechs like the ones in Armored Core. Touch of COD, because the Titans are basically the kill streaks in COD, and there's no surprise as it's respawn entertainment. The good thing with Titanfall is that with this vertical progression, the maps do feel just perfectly sized, not like in Battlefield. You feel like you can't find anyone, or the maps are really too small and it's a massive bloodbath. This game is just seems to have everything perfect, just the right size. Talking about keeping it even as well, the fact that you've got Titans and your pilots. You may think, oh, the Titans will be overpowering the pilots really easily, but it's not always the case. You can easily take down the Titan, especially an AI Titan of a pilot. Just jump on the back like a rodeo. Also, it's not like in COD where you tend to spawn right on top of each other. The controls in this game are pretty easy. The free running is pretty simple, but can take a while to actually master, and of course I'm still getting there. Time controls are the hardest to master, I'd have to say, but they're definitely a lot easier than whenever I tried to play Armored Core. It was a bit more complicated, but this makes it nice and easy and more fun to play. There are 5 game modes, starting with Attrition, Last Titan Standing, Hardpoint, Capture the Flag, and Pilot Hunter. Let's start with Attrition. Attrition is definitely my favourite. Race to team deathmatch, one team versus another, but during the level you'll have grunts and spectres also in battle, and you get points for killing those. It's the first team with 250 points wins. So with grunts it's just 1 attrition point, but you get a few more points for Titans and then you do for pilots. You have to, even if your team loses, is then no respawns, and the losing team has to escape to a dropship, and the opposing team has to actually either take out all the opposing team or destroy their dropship before it takes off. This adds a little bit of last minute fun to the game. Last Titan Standing, you all start in a Titan, 6 versus 6, and basically have to kill all the other Titans. Didn't really get on with this game mode because most people were just camping out, and that's it. It just seems to be long-winded, just nowhere near as fun. Maybe if you had a good team of people it might work if everyone actually starts rushing each other, but all the games I played, everyone just seemed to camp, and yeah, didn't really seem fun to me. The hard point is capturing points. Pretty simple, pretty fun, quite hectic, but definitely nowhere near as hectic as Capture the Flag. Now, Capture the Flag, name explains it all, but this is very hard when Titans start getting involved, and you also got people's cloaking abilities and stuff just popping out of nowhere, scaring the shit out of you, or the stim perk, which allows you to run really fast and get away quite easily. Now, Pilot Hunter is exactly the same as Attrition, but rather than the first team to 250 attrition points, it's the first team to 50 kills, and that's only on pilots. There is a basic amount of weapons and customization. Not much there at the moment. There are a few useless perks and a few useless loadouts. Just some people find them useful, some people don't. You find the ones that work for you, but there really needs to be more customization to this game. Cool feature added to Titanfall is the use of burn cards. You get 3 available slots. Different cards give you different abilities, like boosted ability weapons, extra perks, or stronger perks, free Titanfalls. So see them as death streaks in a way, as you can only activate them once you've died, but this is a cool little feature they've added. There are 3 Titans you can unlock in this game. You start off with one, the Atlas, and you have to play the campaign to unlock the other 2, the Ogre and the Strider. Now, I prefer the Atlas. This is my personal preference. It's It just seems to be a more well-rounded Titan, mixed between speed, defense, and firepower. One of the best things about the Titans is that when you actually call in your Titan, you can actually take out other enemies and their Titans just by calling it on top of them. Also, jumping into your Titan always is fucking fun. Just looks so cool, especially jumping in. There are a nice amount of maps on this game, but there just isn't enough actual content. You can't customise your Titan's look, your character's look, you can only choose between male or female, and your look is distinguished by your actual weapon loadout. There is just isn't enough customisation that we're used to in most modern first-person shooters. You have to think of this game as a purely multiplayer game, as you can only play the campaign itself, online only, and it has to be with other people. And the campaign is just normal games, just set game modes, with a little bit of story going on in the background, which, to be honest, if you're playing a good game, you're not really paying attention to what's going on in the corner of the screen, and to be honest, it wasn't much for me. But then again, I just love the gameplay. This game is such an addictive and fun game to play. Even if you're having a bad game, you can still find it fun. Now I could go into a lot more detail on each and every single weapon, each Titan, but I think I'll save that for another video. This is just the basic review. Overall, this game is a lot of fun to play. Just need more content for this game. A lot more. Not worth the full price that it's asking for at the moment. Definitely a good start for Respawn. I'm definitely looking forward to the DLC and more content for Titanfall, because this game is a lot of fun, and I definitely recommend purchasing it. Well, this was my first ever review. Let me know how it went in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe, and hopefully I'll be posting more reviews and a lot more gameplay videos.